Hi, my name is Maysa Hawwash. This Friday, I'm joining CODEPINK in Havana for the Solidarity Convergence. I'm going as a Palestinian and representing Doctors Against Genocide. Cuba has lived under US sanctions for more than 60 years. And when we talk about sanctions, people often frame them as economic or political tools, but from a public health perspective, they are something else entirely. Sanctions restrict access to medicines, fuel, medical equipment, and the basic supplies hospitals need to function. They weaken health systems and make it harder for people to access care, food, and essential services. Basically, they undermine the very fabric of society that communities rely on to continue to function. Research published in the Lancet Global Health shows that sanctions are associated with 500,000 deaths every year globally, a death toll comparable to that of wars. These are not deaths caused by bombs or bullets, but by the systemic denial of conditions necessary for life. I was in Cuba 5 years ago. I could already see the impact of sanctions. Grocery shelves were already bare, and I could already see visible signs of extreme poverty everywhere I walked. Under international law, imposing conditions of life calculated to bring about the destruction of a population, in whole or in part, is one of the organized acts of genocide. And we Palestinians, we understand this reality very deeply and intimately. Gaza has lived under siege for more than 2 decades, where the number of calories allowed into Gaza was calculated and controlled. Today in the West Bank, we see the same pattern repeated. We see restrictions of movement. We see restriction of access to basic resources. This includes blocking access to natural gas in one of the coldest winters in recent history. As a health advocacy organization, we cannot stay silent in the face of this reality. So I'm going to Havana to stand in solidarity with people who have endured decades of siege. And despite that, they have consistently stood in solidarity with other communities in crises, in pandemics, including with Palestine. Because defending life, defending public health, and opposing collective punishment is part of our ethical duty.